Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sade Corday. In today's video, we're going to be talking about compression socks, compression stockings. Why are compression stockings worn? Compression stockings help push blood back to your heart. How do you wear them? And honestly, this is the most important part, because if you're not wearing the socks right, or if you're not wearing the stockings right, it's literally going to do the opposite of what you want it to do. Please, please, please check out how to properly wear compression socks and stockings. I put both of mine on the exact same way, but for me, I basically, would you look at that? I have a handy dandy compression sock right in my lap. This compression sock is from Vim and Vigor, and I will get into the brands later. I'm going to show you how at least I roll it up. First things first, you want to find whether it's a stocking or whether it's a sock, you want to find where the back of the stocking is. Vim and Vigor has their tag right at the back, which is super convenient, so you already know where the back is. So I basically face the back to myself. So it's facing me, and I put my hands inside the sock and I just roll up like this. I scrunch it up, keep it in the same spot, and it's basically going to roll all the way to the foot of the sock. And I stop rolling right when I get to the little dark blue part of the sock, which shows where your heel is. I stop rolling right before I get to that point. When I get to this point, I basically turn it inside out and I stop right here. So I'm basically turning it inside out right before where the heel is inserted. And then I open it up like this and I put my foot in the sock. And then I carefully and loosely roll up the sock the rest of the way up my leg, which clearly I'm not showing you right now. The key takeaways I have are going to be: number one, do not make it too tight. Don't stretch it up your leg too tight. Make sure it's very loose and comfortable, but there are no rolls in it, because when you have rolls in the sock, it's not going to compress your leg properly. So that's a little bit of a demo, I guess, of how I do it. Again, there's more than one way to do it. There are so many videos of this online. I know, because I've searched them down. After that's done, you know how to put on the stock, you know how to put on the stocking correctly, you're comfortable with it, you've practiced it, ready to wear it. When I put on a sock or stocking, and it's not even every time, but sometimes or most times, I guess it depends on how my body is feeling, but I'll put on the sock or stocking the correct way, and my legs will be like going haywire. It feels like I have pins and needles in my legs. So my theory, your blood is not just going to be like, oh, we have a sock that's, compressing us, let's go in the right direction. I feel like it needs to get itself together. Like if somebody is to spin you around and tell you to go in the other direction, you don't just start walking. Like you need to ground yourself, get yourself together, figure out your new direction, and then walk or run and whatever you're doing. I know that's a weird analogy, but that's kind of how I think about what happens when I put on the sock or stocking. So what I do to help that process is I elevate my legs to kind of do the job of the sock or stocking. It kind of gives it like a push in the right direction. And then when I put my legs back down, it'll continue that process. And for me, that is what works. Let's get into the brands. So when I first got my first compression sock, it was from Walgreens, which is, if you're watching from outside the US, it's basically a drugstore. They don't have a high selection of them, but they just have like a few. And at the time, I knew absolutely nothing about compression socks or stockings. This was before I was diagnosed. I got compression socks from them, maybe like on 2 different occasions. They did not work. They did not feel good. I later learned in retrospect that the strength was not high enough for me. By the time I was diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency, after I had my first minimally invasive procedure, I put it on the screen again because I forgot. After I had that procedure, it's a requirement for you to wear them for, I'm gonna go get my prescription. I still have it. Yes, I still have my, I can't believe I still have this. Wow. October 20th, 2020, I was prescribed graduated medical compression stocking. Well, you can't see it, but it basically has like the different classes, which is the strength of the stocking itself. The first one is 20 to 30 mmHg. That's class 1. Class 2 is 30 to 40 mmHg, and class 3 is 40 to 50 mmHg. So I was prescribed class 1, the 20 to 30 mmHg compression stocking, and the style was the thigh-high ones. This was a long time ago, so I don't recall the exact cost of it. I believe it was like, I want to say it was $80. for one stocking. This was the second thing that I tried, which was my prescription. So I happen to have them right here. They're a little stretched out. Although I do have an extra pair so you can see how it comes. This is the box it comes in. The brand that was prescribed was CVI, I think you pronounce it. Soft and opaque. The skin type tone colors they had, they didn't have for my skin tone, so I just got the black one. And it says here at the back that it's soft, opaque hosiery, blends in a fashionable, there's nothing fashionable, there's nothing with a long-lasting microfiber softness for your professional and everyday wear. Benefits are that, oh my God, they have fashionable as a benefit. It's everyday wear, lasting microfiber softness, and excellent moisture management. In my research, I've seen that some people do not like wearing certain socks and stockings because if you have to wear them every day or on a very consistent basis, it can make your legs dry. And I will agree that it does do that. Provide comfort and allow product to easily glide on and off. That I would agree with as well. Comfortable top band prevents from slipping. Okay, so that's what it says on the box for these stockings. These are the exact same ones. I just never opened that one. But yes, this is what it looks like. This is the band that they have, that they describe to the top, that sticks to your skin. And I got this from a health center kind of store that sells these type of things. So it makes sense that they had like a high quality one. Wearing stockings is not always conducive to the weather, especially since they're thigh high. So I started looking into compression socks. The next place that I tried was Amazon because I was looking for something more affordable. The socks from Amazon that I bought so far, I still wear them. I actually have them on right now. And these socks are supposed to be sport socks, sport compression socks, which I was looking for at the time because I was looking for something I can work out in. So that's why I got the sport ones. But honestly, they worked pretty well, but they weren't strong enough because they weren't really, I was still feeling the blood struggle up my leg. Not as much, I just needed a higher strength. Another website that I actually found out randomly through someone in like a customer service, and he suggested compressionsale.com. So they have affordable compression socks and stockings. I ended up discovering Vim and Vigor.com. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'll put it up here. This is the most recent brand of socks that I've been wearing, and I love it so far. You can literally go on their website and filter by compression grade. The blue sock that I showed you earlier was from Vim and Vigor, and that was my first experience with the website, and I was like, oh, I love their socks. They're so comfortable. I feel like I just drank a cold glass of water on a hot summer day. That is what it feels like when I put on my compression socks. And you know what? If I'm not feeling that, I don't want it. I literally feel a temperature change in my legs if it feels cooler. I know that people have different levels of severity of this condition. So obviously I'm just talking about someone who has a more milder condition like I do. And I use mild with an asterisk, honey, because it does not feel mild at all. But I'm just saying that because I know people have worse experiences. If you have any other brand suggestions, any other affordable brands, please put them in the comment section. No matter what day of the week you're watching, I hope you have a great day and